So my observation is that the hierarchies are different in different systems. For example, in private enterprise, it tends to be that the more competent people rise to the top, versus in the government hierarchy, you could be total incompetent and be on the top.
I don't think there's any real evidence for that. Like if you look at the psychometric literature on what predicts success, you see that that intelligence and conscientiousness are the best predictors of success in large organizations, and whether they're governmental or private makes very little difference. I think what's possibly more crucial is that that's a size-dependent function, and that as organizations get larger, the relationship between ability and position gets more tenuous. And so, because it's quite interesting, because the conservatives are very frequently critics of big government. And the left-wingers are critics of big corporations. And one of the things they fail to notice that they have in common is that they're both critics of big. And that's actually I think that's actually very important, because if the Pareto principle is true, the one I already laid out, what happens is that as an organization grows, the rate at which incompetence increases far exceeds the rate at which competence increases. And so part of what we might always be dealing with also in our society is a Tower of Babel problem, which is that you try to make a huge organization that's capable of being all things to everyone. In the biblical parlance, that would be something that would replace God. And all that happens as a consequence is that it fragments internally. Everybody starts to speak a different language, and the whole thing falls apart.